Hey you guys, welcome back to Southern Latitudes. Or maybe I should say I'm welcoming myself back. I took a solid week off of pretty much gardening as well as filming and editing because I had some serious house prep work and our company has arrived and I've returned to editing, which the shade cloth video goes out today, and then I'm already uploading the second video. Sorry, my voice isn't what it should be. And now I'm thinking I've got stuff to do. I actually feel a little overwhelmed with the things to do. My table is cleared off, as you can see, but I'm gonna put stuff back on it. So let me show you what is going to happen today. So this is my butternut squash, probably crossed with a little Seminole pumpkin. So this is a special butternut squash. This is not Waltham, which is traditionally grown in northern temperate climates. This is actually called South Anna butternut, which is a cross already with a Seminole pumpkin and a Waltham butternut. And it comes out looking just like regular traditional Waltham butternuts. And, so it's been cultivated. It's a beautiful original seed. This has actually been crossed one more time with Seminole pumpkin just because it was in my yard close to the Seminole pumpkins last summer. But this came out of one that looks a little bit more like a butternut squash. So I'm getting a little late in the season, admittedly. I thought I could live without it, but now I'm thinking, what am I thinking? I need to definitely grow just at least some. Not this many, but I need to grow some. And then the other thing that I know I need to grow for summer is sweet potatoes. Now, I do have some sweet potatoes, but what I don't have is, I have white sweet potatoes, and I do have a little bit of the orange traditional type of sweet potatoes. But as I was stocking up the house with groceries a week or so ago, I went to a place where they sold this. This is a Hawaiian sweet potato, and it's a white skin with purple on the inside. Let me snap that. Yeah, can you see? Really super cool. And so I wanted to put just a few of these in my garden this summer to add to my other two varieties and just see if we can't get, a few extra going and, just have a variety. I want to try them. I haven't actually eaten one of them, so I'm not sure what they're going to taste like. But I'm going to go ahead and just stick these in the ground and then just watch them grow all summer. So I'm trying to decide where to put these two very viney crops. And this is house garden behind me. And while the watermelon will probably come out rather early, I don't know about the apple melon. The tomatoes will fade probably in another month or so. And all this will need to be cleared out. But I still can't bring myself to put it in here because I have roselle here towards the back. And this roselle will need to go all the way to like October, November. And I do already like having my bunching onions in here. So, and the watermelon, I'll show you that here. We should probably do a garden tour video next because the watermelon are doing fabulous in here right now. But anyhow, so I think if I did a vine, it could only be one, and I can't definitely start it right now because I have too much other stuff going on. Perhaps if I had this cleared out on this particular cattle panel, that might have worked. But let's go on and see if we can find a different option. Salsa garden is doing fabulous in here, but we're going to fill up with I think that's about 16 paprika peppers. And I have some okra in there that still needs to present itself. The zucchini is going to come out. There's stuff that's coming out, but I think I'm just going to leave this because in the fall, by say September, October, back here where the tomatoes are right now and going to fade come, another month or so too. I'm going to put my onions in this back section. It's been, it will be 3 years since I've done this back section. Last year I did it in house garden. The year before I did up here on this front side. So we're going to put the onions back there. So I don't want to put the vines that could go all the way into fall back here in this section. And I want to keep my peppers up here as much as possible. So salsa garden is out of my decision making. I'm ruling South Garden out for this spring and summer because we're supposed to have tree work done. And so I'm just trying not to put anything more in here. And I know I've been saying that for months, so y'all forgive me. Sometimes things take time and order. And we just had a lot going on this year, which is great. And it also already looks like I may have a volunteer something. Sometimes I think I see, no, where are you? I have seen blooms. These are all boy blooms, but I saw a girl somewhere. Where did I see it? Well, these all look like boys. Huh. Oh, no. Look. This looks like it might be a South Anna right here, the way it's shaped. It could also be a Seminole pumpkin, but the way the leaves are dark green and not, usually my Seminole pumpkins have a white viney like pattern in the leaves. So I think this might already be a South Anna butternut in here, which is great, and we're going to leave it. If it gets wrecked by the tree guys, it gets wrecked, but we're going to leave this here and clean up this garden soon too. But I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket, especially with the possibility of damage being done right here. And the mustards are really close to coming out. I'm just allowing them to flower and go to seed while we're still waiting on the tree guys. So anyhow, and the pollinators are so extremely happy with all this not wild mustard, but it looks wild, doesn't it? With all this red Japanese red mustard, giant red something like that, mustard greens. So that leaves me with North Garden, which did house the pumpkins up this area last year. And I really love all of the lettuces. This garden has done me beautifully for months, several months. And we're going to have perennial artichokes in here from now on. And the broccoli's starting to phase out. I'm getting side shoots. So that leaves me a little bit of space. My lemon sun patty pan squash really just like overnight took a turn for the worst and decided to die out. So this is going to leave me space, and I think I'm going to put the butternut squash here. This is my white sweet potatoes over here. So, it's also an option, perhaps, put the other sweet potatoes in here. But I think I may just carve out a little section somewhere and put them. Actually, this corner's been opening up. So I think I may put, it's just like 3 of them. I may just put all 3 right here, let them grow and vine out and do whatever they want. The people who walk the street love seeing the garden stuff. So that's probably my best choice for the white, well, I'm calling them white sweet potatoes, but they're purple sweet potatoes or Hawaiian sweet potatoes. So I think we're going to do that there. Put in the seeds here. I'm just going to direct sow them since I'm so far behind and I don't feel like getting all the cups back out and the dirt and everything. So we're just going to pull these really quickly and start sowing stuff. Okay, you guys, I think it's right around noontime. My feet are cooking in this heat. That dirt is hot, and even worse, that black ground cover that's in the full sun. Not so bad in the partial shade over here, but oh my goodness, burning my feet, and I did not bring a pair of shoes out here. So anyhow, these are 2 vine crops that you will be able to plant now in May, and they will go all summer through the heat for you, especially once they get established. I got to water these seeds in for sure, but the potatoes too, and they will go, and they will produce a beautiful crop for you. And you know, probably about anywhere from 4 to 6 months, depending on your sun, your area, your heat, any of that. But I'm looking forward to some nice root vegetables and some nice winter squash for heading into the holidays. So on my left, I have the Brazilian ginger. On the right, I have the what I think is more traditional Chinese ginger. And just because I'm used to the plain paper-like thing, you know, outer skin, if you will, and the Brazilian had those purple tips to it. So I'm just going to take a real quick taste test. I'm not sure what I can have the proper words to describe it all, but let's try. Ooh, very traditional ginger. It's so hot. I don't know that I apologize. I apologize. That is freaking hot. Really, really hot. I don't remember ever eating ginger that hot before. Whew, okay. Note to self, and keeping my records here on video. That Chinese ginger is extremely hot. Oh, I thought I was going to get away with no heat. At first it just seemed more watery. And it does have a different taste to it. But then it had a very sharp heat to it for the Brazilian ginger. Whew. Yikes. I'm not sure. We'll have to find either recipes or ways to preserve, because I have more than these in the house. So I'm going to probably skin them and make slices or something like that and dehydrate them. This probably is the one that I'm guessing they make a lot of pickling ginger out of, or pickled ginger, you know, to go along with seafood, tuna, maybe perhaps in sushi. So that tastes like traditional. This was very gingery too, but I just have to say it was kind of different. And I thought I was going to have no heat in the beginning. Wow. So anyhow, I'm sure that wasn't helpful, but that was my opinion of it. They're definitely 2 different varieties, whatever they are. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they are. Oh, and before I let you go, let me also show you, ginger is coming up in my yard. All right, so this is what we call the shed garden. This is Jack's shed, and this is the garden I put in place here for him. And over here, we have, I just noticed it's coming up right there. This is a piece of ginger coming up. So that is very awesome. I have some other weeds around it, but there's our first ginger. And here, let me move this. This will be our second piece of ginger. That'll be very exciting to have ginger in multiple locations, because I just had a couple pieces here and there, and I never really wanted to pick it last year because I was like, I really don't have enough to go around and to make a big harvest out of it. But I do like the leaves, and I wanted something nice in this little tropical shade garden. But now I really would like more to harvest, and so we'll just let that other ginger go by the pool garden, and that'll be cool, won't it? And if I can't come up with other recipes, I'll just plant the rest of it around the pool, because that certainly needs to look nice and tropical for summer too. And this is an easy way really to get free not really free because you're buying it, but you're not paying garden center prices. You're just paying whatever at the store. So if you shop, cheaply in the right stores, the right prices, you could end up with a lot of ginger plants around your tropical landscape. All right, you guys, so now we're back, and the ginger has gone ahead and hardened off on the edges, and so I'm ready to put it in the ground. We should have a lot of rain next week, which is a few days from now, but we'll have a bunch in the ground, a bunch of rain coming as we have these in the ground. So let me kind of tell you what's over here. I have an edible leaf hibiscus right here. I have a shampoo ginger right here. I have some papyrus recently transplanted, and they're in a little bit of shock, but that's okay. It is what it is for the moment. I had a couple other things over here, and they're gone. I had a cat whiskers over here. Yikes! Something took it out. Maybe Buddy's feet did. So, actually, maybe this isn't the best place in the world for stuff. He really can go through. You see how he's hanging with me right here. He's such a nosy gardener. And now this part steps in just a little bit. Let's go ahead and put I have 2 gingers, and let's put the Brazilian ginger in right here in these 2 spots. Let's try that. All right, I just put it a couple inches down from the top aspect, so the bottom's like maybe 3 inches down. Oh, I have a little bit of a root right there. Okay, there we go. So this is going to be our Brazilian ginger. Let's go find a home for the Chinese ginger. In these 2 rows right here, we'll add some layering and different textures. Ooh, there's something in there, but we'll come to this side of it. It could be a papaya root. Those papayas are so happy and healthy. Okay. Let's get that down. There, and right here, this one already looks to have a hole. For whatever reason, it's soft right there. All right. Chinese garlic right here in front of the delphiniums and the kalanchoe. So you guys, that's it for today's video. 2 different vines going in the ground up front, and 2 different gingers going around the pool. Take care, God bless, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!